So let's move on to the live screen here and see how everybody is going to be doing here at Abu Dhabi. Today we have 16 drivers, and the one to watch for today are by myself, Sam, Jet Atom, and Benji. But definitely also one to watch is LMB, and always the dark horse, TTM, Baby Girl. I want to do one more thing. Yes. Also, let me know if the chat in the chat if you can hear the sound of the game properly. Hopefully these switches work today.
The cursed tier 3 widgets.
Oh, I need to fix the driver lineup. Can you do the talking for a moment and I'll...
Yeah. So we got T-Dot out in front. Gonna set their lap first, followed by LMB. Wong Dong behind, all just making their way through on their preparation lap. There's Sam and Pepulosa, who seem to be fairly close. I think Sam's trying to let him go by. There we go. Sam not liking the position that he's in, trying to get some clean air. But soon enough, as Jet has disconnected, unfortunately, hopefully he can get back in quickly. Teapot comes around the penultimate corner and now the final corner to start their lap. Going to be the first one to put time on the board as he heads down towards turn 1. Pretty decent at the moment. Up through, a bit wide there, not the ideal line. Coming through sector 1, 17.8 compared to LMB's done 16.9. So LMB's on a much quicker lap. Might even catch him towards the end of that, which isn't what LMB needs. But it's going to get a nice slipstream down this main straight. Hopefully gain him a little bit of time. Who else is on the lap? We've got...
I'm also on board with Pepulosa on the straight, and he's going to take this little S section before he jumps onto the second straight. It looks really clean though. I think he's one of the guys who's actually going to set one of the lap first.
LMB's just invalidated his lap, so he's going to have to back off and go again. Let's jump on board with Wong Dong as he's coming through this tight and twisty sector 3. I always find this sector is, once you get into it, it's got a nice flow, but it's getting into it to get that flow that can sometimes be a bit of a struggle.
Yeah, you really need to. I always need to have some couple of laps in before I can do that.
We've got 3 drivers setting times, 4 drivers now, a bit of a gap. Pepulosa on a 34.9, 34 even. Niag behind, 1.4 seconds drift. Coles and Wondon further behind, but Sam goes nearly 4 tenths quicker than Pepulosa, up into first with a 34.0.
Yeah, and we're definitely not going to see rain here, that's for sure.
Well, give it till the tier 1 race, and there'll probably be rain. But yeah, it shouldn't be any rain. I know Sam earlier in the chat was saying that he messed up a 32.8, so at the moment there's still a fair bit of time till we get our final pole lap.
Well, but that is also in
Time trial, yeah, I suppose.
time trial, so All these drivers have like all different numbers, or my file isn't correct? VEC? Not checking my file. Quickly.
So who's out on a lap? Newman's invalidated. And a B's just moved up to 5th on his second run. On board with Vivid Pup at the moment, as just coming through the start of Sector 3 now. These 90-degree corners are, yeah, like I said, quite difficult to get right. Coming through, I find this corner especially difficult, getting on the brakes enough to get that turn in.
Yeah, definitely. Oh fuck, man! I screwed up the tier file, so I need to focus on that one. But I don't want to screw up the qualification, so I'll probably do that between the quali break and the race really quickly. Just grabbing the team lineup here. Yes.
Now on board with Jet as he starts to set his first lap. 17 dead through the first sector, but he's on those medium tyres, which is interesting. Although, even more interesting, I didn't even realise, is Benji's up in 3rd, is also on the mediums.
Well, he's like 1/10 away from Sam's time in the first sector. But I think he will lose a lot of time in the third part of this track. And we also saw that the medium strategy last time around for Jet Adam really worked, because he grabbed the win there in the end. Half a tenth. He is down on Sam's time, which put him in front of Benji, which also qualified on the mediums.
Yeah, at the moment there does seem to be a fair gap between Sam out in front and sort of the midfield pack. So if you can, if Adam can get up there, what, 3rd, 4th maybe, that's not too bad to start in, especially with those medium tyres. As you just round the final corner now, what's it going to be? 3rd, so that's a great lap there.
Yeah, really good lap on the mediums. Would you stay out, or I mean, would you keep the mediums on this track?
Well, as he almost crashed into
He
the wall there.
yeah, he almost bins it there.
I would, so what I'd do is I'd set that lap, come into the pits, just wait it out, and then leave it as late as possible to go out on a set of softs. Try and be the last man out there, and then if you don't, I'd say maybe if you drop below 5th, finish your lap, but if you don't, just slow down, don't finish your lap and start on those mediums.
Yeah, I also did that at the Brazilian Grand Prix. Almost, I think I had like 20 seconds left when the qualification was over, and then I set the fastest lap on the soft, so that's probably the best idea. I'm on board with Wandongs here. As he just told me, he has a new girlfriend, maybe she's watching, but the second half he's racing here at TTM. He doesn't do a really good performance in terms of scoring points. Maybe the reason is he's spending a lot of time with his girl. That's normal, of course, and you would enjoy your time rather than playing the F1 game. But maybe he can set up a really good lap here, as he just set a green sector for himself.
Oh,
there.
Sam spinned it! Oh, that's not what Sam wants. Sorry to interrupt you there, but coming out of the chicane in the middle of the 2 straights, he just got the power too early. Lost it into a wall.
Oh, that spiced things up a little bit for Jet Atom, Benji, Joa, Pepelosa.
Yeah,
As
even Pablo's
Wondonks
just
did
back
a
to
35.3 on the softest tire.
It looks like Sam's lap's still pretty decent though, because Pepelosa is still 3/10 off. But maybe someone else can go and pinch that from Sam now that he can't really defend his provisional pole. Oh, and
Sorry, what was that?
this answers our question. Jet has just put on. Oh, I suppose he's not out yet. Just ignore me. I was going to
Yeah,
say
he's
Jet's put on
still in the
softs.
pits. Yeah, he's still
Yeah.
in the pits. But Benji is trying to set a lap. He just goes for the second straight, keeps it in the inside. Want to grab all the time he can get, and you want to really maximize your track here, as Benji is doing. He a little bit misses the apex there, but perfectly on this section. Some curbs you really can hit, and some curbs you just cannot. This part, where is he right now? I found it the most difficult one. Like,
Yeah,
you
that
are
curve there on the right hand
switch-
side.
yeah, and you are switching so much with the gear application there, and with your brake and throttle application. Is Benji going to set a new pole time? Yes, he does. 1:33.8. Wow, what a lap! As
Oh, and
Ellen-
this isn't
yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
this isn't good for Jet, as you're just about to say, with Ellen and Coles putting it up there. I think Jet needs to ditch this medium strategy, and I don't know what the time difference is between soft and mediums, but maybe try and go for that pole.
Yeah, I think the tire on the soft, they degraded. I think at lap 5 or 6 or something, so it's pretty soon. So the medium tires, you definitely can stay out longer, and you're definitely going to be much quicker on the soft tire with this strategy. As Jet Atom is about to set a lap, as in the meantime, like we already predicted a little bit, LMB is on great form these days. He grabbed a podium in Brazil. He feels strong here at Abu Dhabi as he sets a 34.3. Really good lap there from him. It's like 4/10 off his PB in time trial, as we just saw on the hot lap. Just jumped on board with Jet.
Yeah, I've just jumped on board with him as well, seeing if he can maybe snatch pole away. First sector, he was quick on his medium tyres through the first sector, I think. But maybe he's just taking a little bit less life out of them to gain that extra grip in the final sector.
Yeah. Yeah, the first sector is pretty much straightforward. But the last sector you can really grab a lot of time. It looks really good though. I wouldn't go in fourth gear too soon because you really miss out on this straight. I go from second to third and then maybe a little bit later in fourth gear.
Yeah,
He doesn't improve. He's like 2 yellow sectors, so he's actually slower than on his medium time. Better come in right now and try again later. Hey, good evening guys in the chat. Pratt and Partik. People always think Tier 4 is the superior team, and oh well, I'm not gonna say something about that on stream though. Definitely is. Who's on?
But yeah, like you said, Jet's coming to the pits now. That's really not the lap that you wanted on those soft tyres. Who is it on the lap?
Yeah, I'm on board with Ewan. Didn't improve on his first sector though, but definitely is gonna try on the second sector. It really looks good. Yeah, this is what I meant. It's just so much more acceleration when you leave it in third there. See, improving. It's not improving. It's just a really hard track to nail every single part of this track go wide, maximize your exit speed, uh, brake early on this part. So yeah. Oh, I see
Oh,
closes a little bit wide there.
but he didn't invalidate, which is important, because if he didn't lose too much time there, he can hopefully still improve on his lap.
He has like 2 yellow sectors, so if I would be him, I would pit. So one donks. Top 3 prediction now, guys, in the chat. Give your top 3 predictions. I think LMB can really be in the top 3 there, if he can manage to grab a little bit more time. But definitely Jet Atom can also be a really good candidate there.
Yeah, I'm on board with Pep Lucer, who was up on his time but just invalidated.
Ooh, that's qualification over for him then.
Yeah, I wouldn't imagine he's got enough fuel to do another lap. It still looks like he's pushing.
So Dave is going for Sam, Benji and LMB. Those are the top 3. Benji, Coles and Sam for Marto. But I definitely think Baby Girl can do something here, guys, as he is like a half a tenth up. Has a little bit traffic in front of him. Hope he doesn't get too distracted by his TTM teapot. Is an AI car. And basically fucks over Baby Girl's qualification. I think he even got a penalty for it. As LMB is not going out, he's still in the pits.
Jet's just about to start his final lap. I know Pep Lucer is also obviously does have enough fuel in the car because he's going for another one.
I'm on board with Benji.
As Pep Lucer is just coming around the final few corners now, can he improve? As we missed Niak going up into 3rd place. Great
Ooh,
lap from
really
him.
great. I give him some motivation words in the race brief. So I said to him, "You were so high up in Monaco. Really hope you can do that again." And also, Josh, these guys, if they perform really good, they can actually win the tier championship.
Yeah, true. So everyone will try and be on their best behaviour this week, as always. This Benji puts in a 33.7.
Oh, what an incredible lap there.
And now Jet's just coming round the final corner. Make sure he doesn't track descent at the final corner. What can we get? P3. So decent lap there.
So Sam's really lucky though that his banker lap, he said, was actually really good there.
Yeah, very lucky indeed. Well, that is pretty much everyone done, I think. I don't think.
Yeah.
No, Niak's on a slow lap.
I'm going to quickly check the file here, and hopefully I can sort that out for the race. Yeah, can you finish this one, then I can quickly do the...
So we've got Benji on pole with a 1:33.7. Sam in second after having a bit of an accident coming out of the chicane, managing to keep it in P2 with his one lap that he did in qualifying. Jet Atom on his last lap managed to go up into that third position and puts him in a great spot for the race. And there's a nice little battle as well between third all the way down to sort of like 6th, 7th, all being within a tenth of a second. So we got Niag in 4th, Pepulosa in 5th, LMB in 6th, Coles in 7th, Jarrett in 8th, Lewis Johnson in 9th, and Wongdon in 10th. Then Ewan K in 11th, Madman Chazza in 12th, Vivid Pup in 13th, Baby Girl not having the best of sessions, down in 14th, although he will move up because Vivid Pup has a 5 position penalty. F1 High Rise in 15th, and TTM Teapot finishes off our quali here at Abu Dhabi.
That is everything for today's video. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. For more TTM content, check out the video in the top right, and to join the TTM community, take a look at the link in the description. Until next time, see you on track.